Hi, hello. Today, my topic is respiration in plants. So, what is meant by respiration and what are the steps present in respiration? Okay, what is respiration? Yeah, respiration is nothing but it is a catabolic process releasing energy from carbohydrates. So it generates ATP for growth. ATP is required for every living being, not only the plants. So for this ATP, the plants can use this ATP for their metabolic activities. So the nutrients uptake in the reproduction. The respiration is occurred in all living beings, particularly in the plant cells. What are the stages in respiration? Number 1, glycolysis. Number 2, link reaction. Number 3, Krebs cycle. Number 4, electron transport system. Now in this class, I am going to clearly discuss about glycolysis. Glycolysis is nothing but converts the glucose into 2 pyruvate molecules. So that is glycolysis also called as EMP pathway because it is invented by Emden, Meyerhoff and Paranos. So the glycolysis occurs in the cytosols of the plant cells. In anaerobic process, it does not require any oxygen. Only in aerobic process we need the oxygen. So this is the universal pathway in living organisms. So there are 10 steps in glycolysis. So the first phase is energy investment phase. So the energy investment phase in 3 steps. That is step 1, step 2, step 3. I'll explain the step 1. First step in the plant cells, the glucose undergoes to the reduction, undergoes to the lysis. The glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate in the presence of the enzyme hexokinase. Here it uses 1 ATP. Step 2, glucose 6-phosphate under the presence in the phosphoglucose isomerase enzyme, it is converted into fructose 6-phosphate. This is the second step. Step 3, fructose 6-phosphate is converted into in the presence of enzyme phosphofructokinase. So it is converted into fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. So here in the first step 1 and step 3, we invested, that is the plants invested 2 ATPs. So this is the first phase, 1, 2, 3 steps. Now phase 2. So this phase is called as cleavage phase. In this there are 2 steps, step 4 and 5. In step 4, the fructose 1,6-bisphosphate slip into dihydroxyacetone phosphate and GAP. Here the enzyme is aldolase enzyme. Next step 5, this dihydroxyacetone phosphate is converted into glyceraldehyde phosphate. So here the enzyme is triose phosphate isomerase. The 2 GAP molecules continues. So this is the second phase. Next phase 3. This phase is called as energy payoff. Phase 3. Phase 3 is energy payoff phase 1. So here 2 steps are there. Step 6 and step 7. Step 6 is glyceraldehyde phosphate is converted into 1,3-bisphosphoglyceraldehyde. That is, it produces 2 NADH molecules. Okay, step 7. Now this 1,3-bisphosphoglyceraldehyde is converted into 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. So here the enzyme is phosphoglycerate kinase. It produces 2 ATP molecules. Next, phase 3, energy payoff phase 2. here the two steps, last steps, that is step 8. 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde is converted into 2-phosphoglyceraldehyde in the presence of the enzyme mitase. And step 9, the 2-phosphoglyceraldehyde is converted into phosphoenol pyruvate in the presence of the enzyme enolase. So last step, that is step 10, phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate in the presence of enzyme pyruvate kinase. So by these 10 steps, so the last phase 3 steps, energy payoff phase, it produces 2 ATPs. Okay, the fate of the pyruvate in a plant cells. So in aerobic respiration, the fate of the pyruvate is the pyruvate enter into the mitochondria, the converted into the pyruvic acid is converted into acetyl coenzyme, and next it is converted into Krebs cycle. In anaerobic respiration, the pyruvate it is involved in the alcoholic fermentation. So the pyruvic acid is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide. It also used in the lactic acid fermentation. The pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid. So this is rare process in plants. Okay, net energy yield and biological significance of glycolysis. So net yield per glucose, 2 ATPs net and 2 NADPs net. And the importance of glycolysis is rapid ATP production. ATP is very important for the plant, so it produced by this respiration. And common pathway for aerobic and anaerobic respiration, that is glycolysis. It supplies the intermediates for biosynthesis. Okay, this is about for the glycolysis in plant.